So tonight, for the first time, we're learning who will serve on a new board overseeing the Minneapolis Police Department. The City Council created the Community Commission on Police Oversight last fall after other groups went by the wayside for all kinds of reasons that fell into the category of a sometimes tense relationship between the public and Minneapolis Police Department over transparency. Jennifer Hoff went to City Hall today to find out what this new commission even is and how it can coexist and be a voice for our community when it comes to policing in Minneapolis. Hey, Jennifer.
Hi, of course, a topic that we've talked about for a while now. The 15 people who sit on this new commission had to meet several requirements. They will be granted oversight of MPD practices, policies, and complaints against officers. And really, the number of people who were applying for this job was the most for any commission in more than 2 decades.
We were really strategic.
On Wednesday,
Hopefully this is a new start.
some Minneapolis City Council members
All those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
unanimously approved 15 members of a new police oversight commission.
I'm really excited to see this move forward.
The vote put forth first in the Public Health and Safety Committee meeting with remarks from the Department of Civil Rights Director.
So we wanted to make sure that everybody was a part of this process.
The new group, called the Community Commission on Police Oversight, consists of 15 civilians, 13 of whom will eventually be appointed by the whole council and 2 by the mayor. Smaller panels include 3 of those commissioners and 2 police officers that will review complaints against officers.
We know this has been an area where we have not built diligent trust.
This is the 3rd generation of police oversight in the city, revamped 4 months ago, meant to streamline the work. And after George Floyd's murder, when a scathing report found the current system wasn't holding officers accountable. More than 160 people applying for the 1-year term, the most for any commission since 2010.
What that says to us, or how I interpret that, is that the people in the community are excited and ready to be a part of change.
The group was whittled down through an application and interview process, handpicked by each council member to represent each ward, followed by extensive training and background checks, according to the Office of Police Conduct Review Director John Jefferson.
Well, I think people, when they applied for this position, they were very, very much in tune of their responsibility and what this committee means to them and to the country. So all their insight and what they bring is actually shaping the city and actually shaping, what we do.
Jefferson is new to Minnesota, hired last fall, a former FBI agent whose job it was to investigate complaints against other agents, now ensuring justice and equality for people here.
It's not just about our community, it's about our nation and actually the world, because I think right now, everyone is looking at Minneapolis to see what we do, and change is slow. We know it doesn't happen overnight. And I think if people are just patient and let this CCPO evolve and let things evolve, I think they'll be very surprised how well they will do, how well the community will do as well.
I think it's important to reiterate that change is slow, but things are certainly happening. But there are several activists and community groups who have spoken out against this new structure, saying it's just not enough of a change and that it lacks real authority. For example, if the commission does recommend, say, discipline against a police officer, it is state law that ultimately gives decision-making power to the police chief, not this commission. Overall, though, experts have said that this is a fairly typical police oversight board that does mimic some of, Jana, the 200 or so that already exist all across the country.
And is what I understand correct, that they're all in the room together? So if that commission said, hey, Chief O'Hara, we think this has to happen, he will hear it from them?
Yeah, if they have a suggestion, they can bring that to the chief. And then there's certainly a process that we've outlined in this web story, because it's quite convoluted, that they will then have to work through. But ultimately, yeah, the power does still end up in the hands of the chief.
But it's a seat at the table.
Exactly.
All right. Thanks, Jennifer. We appreciate it.